Poor wireless connection. Let's just go off Wi-Fi. Hello, how are you? This is very close. I'm very bright. I don't know how to fix the brightness. Okay, that's better. Hi, Learn Together family. It was so great to chat with you last week that I thought I would do it again. And we'll probably just try to make a habit of this on Thursdays around 4:30. I'll be chatting at ya because my son has drum lessons. I had such a wonderful response to the video last week, and it seems like so many of you are ready to start the process of taking control of your own health. So let's chat about that over the next few weeks. I have some ideas that I wrote on this Publix receipt that I want to share with you. Please comment if you're here. I'm not seeing comments, but I see that 5 people are here, which is fun. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you are watching the replay, please make sure that you hashtag replay for me. Bye. Okay, let's talk about 2 things for how to take control of your health, how to take back your health from just kind of letting yourself do whatever people tell you to do, okay? Number 1, we've got to shift your mindset, all right? We've got to shift our mindset. Hi, friends. Okay, yay. Good, you're here. All right, let's shift our mindset, all right? The mindset in the allopathic health industry is diagnose, prescribe. Oops, oh shoot, I just got a phone call. Dagnabbit. All right, so like I go to the doctor, so let's say this. I have a sore throat and I rush to the doctor. I get diagnosed with, let's say it's strep. Let's just say it's strep. And I get prescribed an antibiotic for 10 days. Like I said last week, if you have not watched my video from last week, I will link it in the description. If you did not watch my video last week, know my heart, there is no judgment for you if you take antibiotics. No judgment. But that is how it works, right? I have a pain, I have a sore throat, I have a something, I go to the doctor, get a diagnosis, I get a prescription, I take the prescription. Here's what happens when you take a round of antibiotics, all right? When you take a round of antibiotics, it strips your body of all of the bacteria. So antibiotics can be very, very useful in a crisis situation. But the thing that antibiotics do is because antibiotics were created in a lab, they are not intelligent enough to know which bacteria in your body to kill. They'll just wipe your whole body clean of bacteria, and we need good bacteria, right? We've talked about this many times in this group. We need good bacteria. We need good microorganisms. That's why we take things like Life9 and Mighty Pro for our kids, because we need to build our bodies with good bacteria to fight the bad bacteria. So when you take a round of antibiotics, you have got to be aware, all right, I've got to rebuild my bacteria content in my body. So we're talking, you're taking 3 to 5 Life9 per day for a couple bottles to rebuild your gut flora. And then you're going to have other side effects, like it can tear down the calcium in your body, which can cause osteoporosis. It can cause other abnormalities in your body that you're going to have to address later. So work on your mindset. Number 1, symptoms. This is my daughter coming back to the car. Symptoms are a signal. All right, I want you to write that down. Symptoms, oh, you got him. Super cute. Symptoms are a signal, all right? So when I have a headache, when I have pain, when I have soreness, when I have whatever, I can't think of other symptoms, a runny nose. Symptoms are a signal, and they're telling us that something needs to be addressed, all right? And a lot of things are symptoms, but we diagnose them as dis-ease. A lot of things that happen in our health are symptoms, but we diagnose them as dis-ease, even though the symptom is signaling a deeper issue. If you go to my YouTube channel and check out my video called Root Causes, you can hear my story even more about that. You like my shirt? This shirt is so fun. All right, so pain is a signal. Pain is a signal. Pain is a symptom of a deeper problem. Let me tell you this. Diseases like IBS, diverticulitis, and colitis, most of the gut-related diseases are symptoms of a deeper problem. Migraine headaches, I'm sorry to say, are oftentimes symptoms of a deeper problem. Chronic migraines. Lots and lots of things are symptoms, okay? I am not trying to downplay your pain and your suffering, what you have struggled with for years and years. But I'm saying that your body is signaling you to address a deeper problem, especially when you have been taking medications or switching medications or going through the rigmarole of all the things for all the years and you're still not getting better. So, for instance, we've got to listen to our guts. I have women come to me all the time who say, I went to my doctor, I'm fatigued, I'm exhausted, I've got headaches, I can't sleep at night. They go to their doctor, they get their thyroid levels checked, and they're told they're fine. They get their hormones checked, they're told they're fine. But they don't feel fine, they feel awful. They're having symptoms, but the doctor will not address the root problem because based on the test, it says that the person is fine, but the test is based on the normalcy of our society. And our society is very sick. America is very, very sick. We are one of the sickest countries in the world. We are one of the most heavily medicated countries in the world. We have one of the highest infant mortality rates in the world. Did you know that? Don't get me started on birth and what we do with birthing babies here. That's for another time. Anyway, we've got to ask the question, what is causing my pain? What is causing my fatigue? What is causing my headaches? What is causing my insomnia? We get so conditioned and we think that what we're going through is normal. Having chronic insomnia is not normal, but we're told it's normal because a lot of people have that problem. But it's not normal, it's common. A lot of what is normal is not normal. It's just common. It's found amongst the general public, but it's not normal. It's not how we were designed, okay? Women who have infertility issues, women were not made to be infertile. Women were made to have the babies. We are life-giving women. We were made to have babies. We were made to reproduce. If your reproductive system is having problems, it is a symptom of a deeper issue. And you can learn more about that in the book called Inner Transformations Using Essential Oils. I was going to bring it to show you, but I loaned it to a friend. Actually, if you want to start out with a great book, that would be my number one pick, and we're going to use it next month in October. It's gonna be our book of the month. We don't usually do that, but next month, Inner Transformations Using Essential Oils is going to be our book of the month. I'll be posting about that really soon. So if you have infertility issues, if you have chronic migraines, if you have chronic hormone issues, you've got to read that book. You've got to look into it. Okay. So number one was shift your mindset. Okay, we've got to think more holistically. We've got to understand that our bodies, everything in our body is connected. All right? Everything's connected. All right? You heard Jim Bob say on his immune system video, if you have not watched that yet, please go back and do it. But you heard him say, 70 to 80% of our immune system is housed in our gut. So if you have chronic sickness, if you get sick a lot, if you're the type of person, maybe you're a teacher and you catch every single thing that, the kids bring into your schoolroom. Oh no, my phone is getting super hot. I'm going to move it to my steering wheel. Can you hear me okay still? If you're the type of person who gets sick all the time, when I was growing up, I used to get sick all the time. My immune system was just totally kaput. that was a symptom of a deeper problem. Okay, I caught every cold, every flu, strep throat, all the things. That was a symptom of a deeper problem. We've got to think more holistically. I'm not saying you should never get medication. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there is a way to change the course of your health. It's never too late. It's never too late to change the course of your health. Brenda Bergman is the number one example in this Facebook group and in my whole life. She knows it's not too late to change the course of your health. She has become healthier over the past 5 to 10 years. And Brenda, what are you, like 50? 55? She's a grandma now, healthy as a horse, okay? She wouldn't say she's healthy as a horse. She's been working on it. Anyway, number 1, shift your mindset. Learn how to think holistically. Learn how to think and ask questions. Why am I having this headache? Oh, is it the 25th day of my cycle? Is my period coming? Is it the 14th day of my cycle? Am I ovulating? Did I have sugar last night? Did I have a Coke today? Am I under stress? Is it emotional? There are lots of great questions you can ask to identify the root cause of whatever you're going through. Shift your mindset. It takes time. Number 2. Oh, I'm already 11 minutes in. Good grief, I am chatty. All right, number 2, and this is the final point for the day. Where do I start? You start with shifting your mindset. Number 2, start with food. And when I say that, some of you are like gonna cringe because you know you need to, but you're addicted to certain things. I was too. I once was very addicted to many foods. I still struggle with addiction to certain foods that I have to use self-control and say no. But start with food. A couple of years ago, we did a water challenge in this Facebook group. If you look in this Facebook group and you go to the search bar and you click and you search water challenge, you can go back and look. It was really wonderful. We had tons of great testimonies that came out of that challenge. Just drink more water. Drink water at all. If you don't drink water throughout the day, get one of those water bottles. You can find them on Amazon that actually measure your water throughout the day. Drink water. You're supposed to drink half your weight in ounces. My acupuncturist says to drink 6 ounces of water, 6 ounces of water. Is it 6? 4 to 6 ounces of water every hour, and put salt in it, or those Vitality drops. Yes, Lisa, sugar has always been a struggle for me as well. And so I've had to switch to maple syrup or honey, or just saying no. Or I have to treat myself. So I will tell myself, okay, I'm going to go 3 days without sugar. And then on the 4th day, I'm going to treat myself to something or whatever. I have to force myself into moderation. Otherwise I'll binge, or maybe I'll have one little thing, Okay, drink more water. One of the very first things I ever changed in my diet was my salt. So we're told in our society that salt is bad. Well, that's not true, because salt is from the ocean, right? God made salt. We just have bleached, iodized salt here in the States that is terrible for us. It's stripped of nutrients. It causes inflammation in our bodies. If you research CelticSeaSalt.com and read the articles there, or you can go to the Weston A. Price Foundation and read their articles on salt, you will learn a lot about how good mineral salt is for you. I apply salt to my foods liberally. I drink salt in my water. We need minerals. Our soil is so depleted, and so a lot of the foods that we eat are very devoid of minerals. So change the salt. That was one of the very first things that I ever changed in my diet, was just salt. Little baby steps. If you're a coffee addict and a soda addict, figure out a way to lessen how much coffee and soda you're drinking. Buy Ningxia Zing and Ningxia Nitro and treat yourself to a Ningxia Zing and a Ningxia Nitro every other day. Like, Replace your coffee every other day, or your soda every other day, or every third day, whatever it takes. Wean yourself off of soda, or go to the store and buy Zevia or Izzy. I give my kids Izzy sodas once a week, once every other week. Actually, my children never had soda for many years, ever. But they grew up and decided they wanted more soda, and I get it. I love soda. I always have to have a fizzy drink with my pizza. Try to cut out gluten and dairy at some point, or just gluten, or just dairy, and see how you feel. Do some kind of an elimination diet at some point for a temporary period of time. You're not going to know what is causing all of your inflammation, all of your pain, and all of your headaches, and all of the constipation, and all of the things until you try. And it's going to start with food. Bottom line, it's going to start with food, always. You can take all the supplements and oils in the world, and if you're not somehow slowly over time working on what you're eating, you're never going to get anywhere, and you're always going to be on medication, and you're going to have your quality of life is going to be way reduced. This is a question of quality of life, not even so much quantity. My grandmother lived till she was 90 something and never ate healthy, ever. So not everybody dies early just because they eat McDonald's every day or whatever, you know? But it's quality of life. Do you want to be in a wheelchair earlier? Do you want to not be able to play with your grandkids? Do you want to not be able to go anywhere? Do you want to be crippled with pain and suffering just because you can't get a hold of your food addiction? And I am preaching just as much to you as I am to myself. I promise you, food has been very hard for me over the years, and it's taken me years and years to get to a place where I make healthy choices, and it's always because of my mindset, because I'm always thinking long term. I'm always thinking, okay, if I eat this cookie, or if I eat this ice cream, or if I drink this soda or whatever, how is it going to affect me in 24 hours, in a month, in a year, in several years? We have got choices in front of us at all times. When I go to a restaurant that I really, really love, I make a choice. Do I want to indulge here and then be better tomorrow? Or do I want to be good here and indulge later? You know what I'm saying? Like we have got to keep track mentally. And I know that to some of you that feels like a prison, but for me, it's freedom. Freedom means I make choices that are healthy. That's freedom. Bondage is not, I get to eat whatever I want. A total lack of self-control and complete indulgence in everything is not true freedom because of the consequences. There are consequences to our choices. Freedom involves wisdom, because freedom is a holistic thing, okay? You can, for a short time, be on an elimination diet and figure out what's bothering you to have more freedom later. You can deprive yourself of certain things for a short period of time to have freedom later, okay? It's just, there's a lot of trade-offs. Find what your addictions are and crush them in the power of Jesus by the blood of the Lamb. Find what your addictions are and crush them. There's so much victory to be had over your addictions, whether it's alcohol, smoking, sugar, food, coffee, soda, McDonald's. I don't know what it is for you. If somebody judges an alcoholic, their 3 fingers are pointing right back at them because they're addicted to something that goes in their mouth. Every single person is addicted to something that they put in their mouth. An alcoholic has the same issues going on with their addiction mentally and emotionally as does somebody who's addicted to coffee every single day, who can't make it through the day without their coffee, okay? It doesn't matter if one is necessarily more toxic than the other. I realize that the consequences are very different. One person may look better than the other. Somebody who carries around a cute little cup of coffee may look a lot better than an alcoholic, but they may just have a lot of self-righteousness where the alcoholic feels very victimized and very, whatever. You talk to a coffee addict, it's tough. So I'm just saying, if you want to change your food, use Young Living. Drink Ningxia every single day. Use our einkorn products. Switch your pasta to einkorn pasta. Switch your cereal to einkorn flakes and granola. Switch your soda to Ningxia Zing and your coffee to Ningxia Nitro. Young Living has over 600 products. In every single area of Young Living, you can replace something. And they even offer food. They've got delicious bars. They're Balance Complete and the protein powders, Sleek Shake for you to make smoothies. They really do provide a way for us to take steps in changing our diet, because it was very important to Gary that we live a holistic, healthy lifestyle. And it's always going to start with food. And if you and I were not connected through the oils, and I was not making a commission on your oil purchases, I would talk to you all day about changing your diet and giving yourself the gift of freedom with food and freedom in your health because of food. I'm not telling you to go on the master cleanse or to do Whole30 or to become a vegan or to become a vegetarian or to become keto or whatever. All of those different diets out there are very different and specific, and everybody's body is different. Everybody's finances are different. Everyone's tolerance level is different. I'm saying step by step. Water, add a vegetable, change your soda, whatever it may be. You have to decide where you want to start and start there. Starting is better than nothing, right? Thank you so much for your comments. So number 1, shift your mindset. Number 2, start with food. All right, I'll be back next Thursday. I have a couple other things I want to chat about next Thursday. I'm so sorry that LaDonna was not here with us this past Tuesday for Teaching Tuesday. She will be with us soon. She's got things going on with her grandbabies. Yes, baby steps, okay? Please report back to me what you're deciding to do for yourself. You are so worth it. You are worth the changes. You are worth the new decisions, the new, you're worth it to set new patterns in place and new habits in your life. Your life is worth it. Your life is extremely valuable, and we need you here. Your family needs you here. Your coworkers need you here. I need you here. We all in this group need you here. You have something to bring to the table. And you can't do that if you're suffering and in pain all the time and having dizziness and headaches and fatigue and stomach problems and all the things, Like, it sucks to be in pain and suffering all of the time. So, start there. Love y'all. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.